Another beautiful afternoon in Las Vegas. We're at the Orleans Arena in Vegas for semifinal action in the WCC Women's Basketball Tournament presented by Credit Union 1. Portland, Santa Clara meet for the right to play in the title game tomorrow. A quick look at our tournament brackets earlier today, just moments ago. Gonzaga advancing to the finals, defeating Pacific. They'll face the winner of our game coming up between the Pilots and Broncos. Good afternoon, everybody. Ann Schatz joined by my broadcast partner. That's my good friend Jennifer Mountain, former standout at Gonzaga. You were saying before this game, you thought this matchup might be the best one of the tournament at this point.
I really do. I mean, you look at these teams on paper, they've split in the regular season. Portland is going to try to turn Santa Clara over, but Santa Clara coming in a very confident team. They have a balanced inside-outside attack. Portland trying to return to the championship for the third time in 5 years, and Santa Clara for the first time since 2006.
The Pilots are the defending champs here, and they play well in Vegas, don't they?
They absolutely do, and I'll tell you, they did a great job of getting it going yesterday. Good performance, a balanced attack inside out, and like I said, they look to turn you over and speed the game up.
All right, how about our Nike key matchup? What do you got?
You look at these two guards, I'll tell you, sophomore sensation from Santa Clara puts up a ton of points. Tess Heel, super crafty, great in transition, great coming off the on-ball, and terrific at the free throw line. And then Emmy Shear, long athletic guard who defensively will turn you over, great in the open court, and can shoot the three. Both of these guards have to have a great performance today.
All right, perfect time to bring in the third member of our broadcast crew, our MVP, Jordan Robinson, with a little more on Tess Heel.
Yeah, well, you said it. It's pretty spectacular what Tess Heel has been able to do in just her first 2 years of college play. She told me her smoother transition she had into college was because she was already playing pro and semi-pro ball in Australia before coming to the States. Tess also credits her dad, saying he's taught her almost everything she knows. She felt like winning last season's Newcomer of the Year award showed that all his lessons didn't go to waste. Well, continued this season, earning first team WCC honors, the youngest on that list. And the best part, she's just getting started, Ann.
I love it, Jordan. Thank you so much. And we are underway. Portland in the darker jerseys and breeches will lead the charge.
Talking to Coach Carr yesterday, he talked about the fact that Heel is the hardest working player that he has ever coached.
Burnham goes hard at the hole, whistle blows. So Hudgens whistled for that foul, her first, team's first. Santa Clara coming in, by the way, at 24-7 overall, 12-4 in conference play. Good enough for second place. Burnham rimming out the first effort. The Pilots, meanwhile, at 19-12, 10-6. The third seed for a while, J-Mo, it looked like Portland had the real inside track to that second seed, faltered a bit down the stretch.
Yeah, struggled down the stretch a little bit, won the last game going into the tournament, but played really, really well yesterday.
Played terrific. Beat LMU in the quarters 78-51. High percentage shooting effort by the Pilots. Perfect at the free throw line and scoring a ton of points off of LMU turnovers.
Well, and that's what this Portland squad does, is they're going to put pressure in all spots at all times. Do not give you a chance to breathe.
3 on the shot clock. Edmondson. Time for our starting lineups, brought to you by Credit Union 1. Discover better banking for all at cu1.com. First for Portland, Meek, Shear, Burnham, Dickey, and Cochran, all veterans for Mike Meek and the Pilots. Rimming out, unlucky there is Shear.
Yeah, good inside-outside passing by the Pilots. Portland in their zone, looking to turn you over.
Reacting quickly on the perimeter to the Pilot defenders. Sweet stroke.
Well, Edmondson taking advantage. That middle of the key area, kind of that sweet spot. She knocks down the three, has quick 5 points.
Edmondson averages 7 a game already. To your point, J-Mo, 5. Ball blocked inside. Here comes Santa Clara.
Well, I think Hudgens got a piece of that.
One and done, and that's going to be critical for the Pilots. Both clubs actually defensive rebounding.
Yes, that is a stat that we need to take a look at all game long.
5-1.
Both teams play really hard and crash the glass.
Dickey, so good, in that first round game, and she just starts right where she left off.
And that's exactly what this pilot team needs. Transfer from USF, has been at the WCC tournament as a graduate student now. Big game in that first round.
25-7 for Dickey, 10 for 13 from the floor against LMU. Sensational. Ball fake, Teal, all the way to the rack.
Well, great up fake. And you see Santa Clara trying to exploit the middle of that zone, attacking. Once you get it in there, you have a 3-on-2 situation.
Burnham again going right inside. Cochran cannot convert the bunny. Good look at Mike Meek in his 5th year. 2 WCC tournament titles in his tenure.
Well, when you look at that win total, 20 wins in 3 of the first 4 years.
Yep. Portland Santa Clara handling that Portland pressure early on anyway.
Well, this Santa Clara team has a balanced attack. All 5 really have the ability to score inside out. They're long.
Pollard, the lefty.
And she is a tough assignment. Can go inside out, shoots the 3. First team all WCC selection.
Ball knocked away. Quick hands by Edmondson. Hudgens short on that shot. Here comes Shear. 10-3, Santa Clara with the early lead. There's the trailer Meek, giving it right back to Shear. Portland scoring on those high percentage looks yesterday. They'll have to get back to that. And we'll go the other way as Burnham hits the deck and picks up that foul. Bill Carr with his back to us in his 8th year. 24 wins, second most in school history, as he had himself a year coaching this talented bunch.
He really has. He talked about this bunch and the chemistry that this group has. You know, they took the summer tour, and really since they got on campus, really focused defensively, and it has certainly paid off for this squad.
Schaefer and Cadee checking in for Santa Clara. Keani Hamilton for Portland.
Rocky doing a nice job at point.
Ooh. Teal whipping around those elbows. Long ball. Not there. Ball up for grabs. Into the arms of Burnham. Here comes the Pilots. 10-3. Portland trailing the defending WCC champs, winning in dramatic fashion last year.
Well, struggling right now on the field. They have a 2-minute and 15-second drought.
Boy, did Burnham and Portland need that. Shear did a great job on the jump pass to find Burnham. Nobody could close quickly enough. Bodies flying.
Well, this is going to be a very physical game. Referees letting both teams play earlier in the tournament.
Pollard ribbing out. Weak side rebound, Burnham. Here comes Hamilton.
Great defensive board right there by Burnham.
Cochran wants to take the extra step. Hook not there. Pollard will give it up, and here's Teal. The winner advancing to the championship game to face Gonzaga.
Portland doing a better job of taking away that pass to the middle.
Rocky with the bucket.
I like Rocky. She's got such a high basketball IQ. Smart. Lets the game come to her. Great handling full court.
Dickey looking for a cutter. And we'll travel up. So we'll take a quick break. Santa Clara leading from the get-go, up 12-6. The 2024 WCC Basketball Championship is brought to you by Credit Union One. Discover better banking for all at cu1.com. By by Jersey Mike's, via Sub Above, and by Nike, a proud partner of the West Coast Conference. We're early in semifinal action. Number 2, Santa Clara leading Portland 12-6. Last year, Santa Clara finished 15-17. JMO 6-12 in conference play, tied for 7th. Their turnaround has really shown a lot, not just in wins and losses, but in the numbers.
Well, you look at their points production, but it's really been the defense. I mentioned it earlier. Once they went on the overseas trip, and in the summer, they really worked on fundamentals, and this team has bought in, and it has paid off.
Better defensively, better from three-point land, better from the free throw line. All of those categories just appreciably better for Santa Clara, and the wins have really shown you why. Teal steps through, avoids the tie-up. Look at Hamilton. Hustle play by Hamilton, and Portland will get that ball right back.
And they're going to get a foul call here.
So Kadee, you're right, picks up that foul, her first, team's second.
Yeah, Portland did a good job of getting a hand on that going into the backcourt. Kadee gets called for the foul.
Hamilton missing so many games in conference play. She's back and has really helped the cause for Portland. So Burnham picks up her second, JMO.
Yeah, that's a tough foul. I mean, Portland so often looks to post their guards up, and there's a great example of it. Just got a little bit too physical. You can see she wrapped her arm, got her in the head. That's a good call by the official.
So Ananiev checks in for the Portland Pilots, and Shear whistled for that foul, her first.
Well, and if you're Portland, this is where you have to be smart. You've got to be able to play position defense, put that pressure that you normally do without picking up quick ones.
3 team fouls now on Portland. Araki safely over the timeline. 12-6, Santa Clara with the lead over the defending WCC champs, the Portland Pilots. Heel keeps that ball alive, blocked by Ananiev. Schaefer follows up and draws the foul.
Well, Schaefer in the right spot at the right time with heel getting blocked in that mid-range. I like the adjustment of Santa Clara, putting her kind of in that middle area of the zone, able to run around, roam, look for her shot.
So Cochran will sit down Fraley onto the floor. 82% as a team. We'll take that.
And they do a great job of getting to the line.
Yeah, well, Schaefer, a 75% free throw shooter. It's rare when she misses both, and she gets 1 of 2.
Well, Portland struggling to take care of the ball. 4 turnovers in the last 4 minutes. Haven't scored in over 2 minutes. Got to get a good look here at the rim.
Hamilton, and now Shear. Love the hustle play by Fraley.
And that's what she does. She's going to come in, she's going to board, she's going to play hard, do all the little things.
She just wanted it more than anybody else for Santa Clara.
And half the time, that's what it's all about in the boards.
7 on the shot clock. Hamilton floater, not there. Board by Kadee. And Teal will trot it up. 13-6.
Portland getting some quality looks, just not able to knock down a shot.
Dumping it inside. Schaefer. Scoop, you bet.
Scoop and Crafty does a great job of getting the defense on her back. Reads it and goes by.
Transfer out of Bucknell. To your point, JMO, very clever on that last bucket. 15-6. Droughts have hurt the Portland Pilots in losses in years past, and the offensive foul is going to go against Fraley.
You look at Schaefer reading the defense, sizing her up, and then gets her up, goes to her left hand. She can go both ways and so crafty.
Narrow checking in for Santa Clara. Hudgens back on the floor. Nero single-handedly beats the Heat.
The only freshman on this squad.
Great block. Mogul checking in and making her presence felt for the Pilots. Cochran back on the floor. It's an interesting blend in terms of the roster for the Pilots. So many veterans, but a lot of young pups coming off the bench.
A lot of young pups that are going to get a lot of minutes.
Rimming out is Nero. Offensive rebound, Teal stripped. Santa Clara retains possession. Five on the shot clock. Drilling it, Pollard.
Yeah, good patience on the offensive end there, and that's a second opportunity off that offensive board by Heel, and Pollard makes him pay.
8-0 Santa Clara run. Pollard, such a good three-point shooter. Inside, Cochran's got to score. Again, Lucy not there. Ball up for grabs. Portland missing 3 straight shots at the rim. Pilots have got to flip the switch and flip the script. They're 2 for 11 from the floor.
Yeah, one of their last 8, and like you said, and just point blank misses at the rim. I think you're right. Cochran's got to get some production inside.
Nero's going to pick up that foul, her first, team's third. Meek back onto the floor for Hamilton. 22.8 left in this quarter. Very frustrating one for the Pilots.
Yeah, really struggling from the floor, not getting into any type of flow offensively. Turnovers have plagued them. 5 turnovers in this quarter.
Couple second differential between shot and game clock. 7 now on the shot clock for Meek. She's got to put it up. So 1.6 left to go in this quarter. Shot clock violation against the Pilots.
Well, great team defense by the Broncos right there. Defended that pick and pop with Cochran up top. Portland really struggling this first quarter.
18-6 Santa Clara, double-digit lead. Second quarter around the corner. Moments away from the start of the second quarter. Second-seeded Santa Clara leading third-seeded Portland 18-6. All access time. Let's go inside the Portland Pilot huddle.
We got a lot of time to figure it out. This is where you got to start fighting back. They're intimidating you all game long. They're pushing you on every post-up. Don't push back. Just get your hands up and work your way through the post-up. They can't guard you inside. We got to finish those lanes. You got to go right through their face and finish looking into the target right now. You got to look for your shot. You got to compete right now for us. You're turning down shots. It's hard to get you open. Now's the time right now. Here we go.
Mike Meek spirited in that huddle.
Well, trying to get his team fired up. I mean, a 5.5-minute scoring drought, 6 turnovers, and only 17% from the field. I think he's right. He's got to get some touches inside for Cochran.
She's missed a few bunnies, though. Cochran's got to keep looking for that shot. Second quarter underway. 18-6 Santa Clara. Turnover, Broncos.
Well, that's a great defensive start by the Pilots. Now they need to transfer that down to the offensive end, get a quality look, and they've got to finish, to your comment about the bunnies. Just too many easy looks.
Cochran had 8 assists yesterday, or in that win over LMU a couple of nights ago. 8 assists, but an air ball doesn't help the cause there.
No, I mean, you just talk about the ability of Cochran's passing. Haven't been able to display it tonight. Santa Clara doing a terrific job of putting pressure at the defensive end.
Narrow picks up her dribble. Wide open down low. And the Broncos not able to capitalize. So they'll settle into the half court. Good defense, bottling up Meraki. But there it is, patient Santa Clara execution.
Yeah, patience and a defensive miscue right there. Broncos do a great job of making them pay. Edmondson's got 7 in the game.
10-0 Santa Clara run. Cochran with the hook, not there. Ball up for grabs. Stepping in and grabbing it, Hiraki.
Well, Santa Clara being physical on both sides of the ball, initiating, being aggressive. You see the ball movement. They're doing a great job of penetrating to the paint, kicking if it's not there, making decisions. And then Heel finds Edmondson on the miscue down below in the zone. Easy 2 for the Broncos.
Hudgens back in for Santa Clara along with Schaefer. Santa Clara using clock effectively and efficiently in the half-court sets, just patient.
Well, and they've done a great job of taking care of the ball. And there's Hiraki to the rim.
I think she kind of hurried that shot and didn't need to, so on the run, Pilots and Meek.
Good transition D by the Broncos getting back. They had a 3-on-2 situation.
Burnham sitting for Portland with the 2 fouls. That hurts having her on the bench.
It sure does. She's the only one that scored for him in this game, has 4 quick points, 2 quick fouls.
9 on the shot clock. Dickey tees up the 3, back rim and off. Shear so athletic. Now Dickey, ball on the floor. Wow. Thought she had a step on Schaefer.
Yeah, I like the look. Just no control on the finish. Schaefer doing a good job of walling up.
Soft touch. Hudgens.
And Hudgens, I mean, you look at Heel, again, they have her in the middle of the zone, able to be the distributor. She's such a threat to score. They've got to compound and get on her. Naniev with a nice reverse.
Pilots needed that in a big way. Those long arms of the freshman doing some damage.
Well, so much of Portland's game is trying to turn you over in the full court. When you have guards that can handle the basketball, you're in great shape. And you see this offensive possession, the back cut by Ananiev, and she does a great job of protecting, going across, finishing opposite side of the rim.
Shear picks up her 2nd. That's bad news for the Pilots. She will sit. Hamilton back on the floor for the Pilots. Floater, wild shot. Dickey comes up with it, and she'll find Meek.
And Coach Meek's going to have to make a little bit of a decision when you have Shear and Burnham both sitting out with 2. Good back cut.
Boy, I'll say, and Cochran, again, one of the best bigs in terms of passing in this conference.
Yes.
So 4 straight points for the Portland Pilots. Still 22-10, Santa Clara with the lead. We're early in the 2nd quarter. Semifinal game number 2. The winner of this contest will await Gonzaga. Teal, follow-up, Schaefer, how about that?
Well, you credit the defense one-on-one on Heel, making her take a tough contested shot, and then you don't do your job on the blockout situation. Portland struggling on both ends of the floor.
24-10. Portland led 1-0, and then it's been all Santa Clara. Meek cut off, keeps the dribble alive. Schaefer gets her. Good job by Mikkel.
Well, a good job of reading that. She's coming up grimacing a little bit on that play.
Checking back in, Laney Spear. Cochran will sit. Mikkel Meek to the free throw line. The junior out of Beaverton, an 81% free throw shooter. The job she did last year when the great Haley Andrews went down in early January with the ACL. Meek, who was the first sub off the bench in point guard duties, then took over, and she was wonderful last year.
Yeah, she was terrific that later part of the season. Has battled injuries all season long.
Gets one of two. Narrow, who checks back in. Smart bounce pass there. Inside, Schaefer, single coverage against Dickey. Gets the roll.
I'll tell you, you cannot stand behind Schaefer that deep in the paint. She does such a great job of reading where the defense is and can go both ways.
Hamilton. Meek all the way to the rim. Aggressive take by Meek.
Yeah, and not her forte. She's usually a three-point through. You love to see the aggressiveness making something happen.
Big bucket by Meek. Hudgens misses inside. Meek very slow to get up.
Yeah, she got hit hard trying to defend the mismatch down low.
Off the glass. Dickey is going to get whistled over the back. Very physical game so far. Mikkel Meek would be the first one to agree with you. Look at Meek just getting tossed to the ground. Hits her face. She got back up, thank goodness. Broncos rolling. .437 left to go in the second quarter. Santa Clara leading Portland 26-13. All access time. Santa Clara, it's your turn. Head coach Bill Carr.
Stay connected. All right, baseline drives, we gotta help quicker. Okay, gotta help quicker, so we gotta stay connected. Down at that end. All right, down there, the ball goes in the post.
Head coach Bill Carr in his 8th year. Best season this club, this program has had in years. And J-Mo, we gotta add really quickly that a foul was taken away from Lucy Cochran and given to Emmy Shear, which means Shear now has 3 fouls for Portland. Bad news for the Pilots.
Really bad news. Your all-conference player and really a main scorer in this squad. Really sets him up in the press. Big loss.
Turnover, Ananiev. Numbers, perfectly run transition.
Yeah, great job. Give and go, get it back. Easy finish, and that's what they need. They need turnovers into easy buckets in transition. Starts at the defensive end.
.26-15, under 4 to go. Schaefer bottled up inside, keeps the dribble alive. Wild shot, and the foul's going to go against Cadiz. She's got 2.
Well, kind of a forced attempt right there by Schaefer going inside. Portland doing a better job. One and done situations, doing a job on the board. They're 4 of their last 5 from the field. They can get into some type of rhythm with 3:40 to go, close this gap going into half.
Edmondson, Teal back onto the floor for Santa Clara.
Good hustle by Burnham took the long 3 there.
How about Heel with only a couple of points?
Yeah, but she's been distributing and attacking in that zone.
But man, you'd expect her to have a few more at this point with this kind of Santa Clara lead.
I'll tell you, this game really physical in all areas right now. Off the ball, a lot of contact. I mean, I love the fact that in both games, really all tournament long, they are letting them play.
So 26-15. Heel will square and give it up. Look for it right back in that short corner. 8 on the shot clock. There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
there you go.
You see the ability to roam throughout. I mean, she was in the wing position, middle of that zone. She can take it off the bounce. She's a three-point threat. Just a smart adjustment by Santa Clara, letting her just roam and do her thing.
He'll find seams as well as anybody, doesn't she?
Yes. And Hiraki with the steal.
And wants to push.
Portland with 8 turnovers in this first half.
Whistle away from the ball. Bodies just continue to fly. Spear picks up that foul.
Well, and Emmy Shear's going to come back in here with 2.5 to go. That's a tough call. Gutsy call by Coach Meek. The way they play, you know, how physical and how active she is.
Team's best player is going to take a risk. Air ball there by Pollard. You don't see that often.
No.
And despite the turnovers and that long drought to end the first quarter, Jennifer, Portland, if they can finish strong, I think they'll make some adjustments at half.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, a much better quarter. It's 10-9. Doing a better job of making reads. Just have not got into an offensive flow.
Dickey picks up that dribble. Mogul. Now Meek with 10 on the shot clock. She'll bring it out. Here comes the pick from Cochran. She wants it on the roll. Instead, Meek tees up the 3. Narrow comes out of it.
Well, they switched the on-ball right there and had a mismatch. Meek not able to take advantage of the smaller person on Cochran down low.
Cochran had about 6 inches on her defender. Oh man, just knows when to stop and pop.
Well, what I love is the ability to shoot it with both her left and right hand.
Field is starting to heat up, and Meek has been very aggressive going to the rim, and this time she gets hammered by Edmondson. She'll go to the line. Hutchins back onto the floor for Santa Clara as Meek will get a couple. Fans, don't forget to stick around for the Sterling Global Financial Halftime Show. Credit Union 1 Vice President of Member Services, Sam Hamilton, will be our guest. Eric and Stephanie, highlights, stats, breaking this thing down. Looking forward to that. And we're $1.10 away from our halftime show. There's the double team on Heel. Keeps that ball alive. Pollard, back rimming off. Shear. Almost throws it away, but Cochran is there.
Yeah, got herself caught in the air right there.
Dickey and 1. What a cut. Meek finds her. Dickey takes some punishment. She'll go to the line.
Well, I love how Mikkel Meek is being aggressive. She gets to the paint right here, and then the back door by Dickey, and the chance for the and 1, hopefully getting some momentum for this Portland squad.
Hiraki with that foul, her first, team's 4th, and you see Meek in obvious discomfort on the sidelines. Dickey can't complete the three-point play. 30-18. Dickey with 4 points now. Remember, she had 25 in that second round game. Big rebound by Dickey, the USF transfer. Plenty of time for the Pilots. They don't have to hurry. Dickey, though, says, three-pointer to my liking, not quite there. And the arrow favors the Portland Pilots.
Well, great hustle play coming from the weak side. Mogul going in, tying that thing up to give them another chance here to get it within 10 or 9.
They've got a lot of time. They don't need to rush.
Well, Ananiev's going to come back in here for this last possession. Big three-point threat. And Smart here, I think he's going to take Shear out just in case.
Remember, Shear with the 3 fouls, team's best player. I think you're right, J-Mo. Ananiev. And now Hamilton stepping through, launching. Hiraki, not there. So that'll do it. 30-18 Santa Clara basically led wire to wire in this half.
Yeah, and credit Santa Clara's defense holding Portland to 27% from the field, doing a great job of turning them over, and that is Portland's bread and butter. In a little bit of foul trouble, but I'll tell you, Santa Clara making a great adjustment, putting Heel in the middle of that zone offensively, spreading the wealth, doing a terrific job.
Heel starting to heat up a little bit midway through that second quarter. Portland doing a good job on her, but as you mentioned, a good facilitator is that player. All right, standing by Jordan and Santa Clara head coach Bill Carr.
Yeah, well, Coach, you guys have been getting patient looks, especially in the paint. What else caught your eye in that first half on the offensive end?
Well, I thought we took care of the ball pretty well and moved it when we got it in the half court. And once we move them and pass the ball around a little bit, like you said, we got good shots. Defensively, I'm pretty pleased with 18 points. Made a couple mistakes there late, but we'll shore those up.
What's the message I have to close this one out for your team?
Well, we got to stay connected. We got to keep moving the ball, and we definitely got to keep guarding.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Thanks to you both. All right, the Sterling Global Financial Halftime Show is just around the corner. Eric and Stephanie have got you covered. Special halftime guest. They'll run down highlights and stats. Santa Clara leading Portland at the break, 30-18.
Welcome back to the Credit Union 1 WCC Basketball Championships and our halftime show presented by Sterling Global Financial. A physical first half in our semifinal game between Santa Clara and Portland. The Broncos up by 12. We welcome you back to the Orleans Arena. I'm Eric Rothman. To my left, Stephanie Hawk-Freeman, and happy to be joined by Sam Hamilton, VP of Retail Operations for Credit Union 1, our title sponsor. And Sam, good to see you. Happy to join us here. And I see you already got the swag from the tournament and ready to go. What is this partnership between Credit Union 1 as the title sponsor and the West Coast Conference? I'm sure a lot of excitement in your world around this partnership.
Yeah, we're super stoked to be a part of this, especially watching these games today, the competitive nature of these two schools that we're seeing right now play. And everybody here is be a part of this prestigious conference is amazing for us. And we're really enjoying ourselves so far.
Yes, Sam. So Credit Union 1 has already established great partnerships with similar places like Notre Dame. Just talk about some of the exciting things that WCC alumni, staff, and current students can look forward to.
Well, one of the things we pride ourselves on is financial education. And we have all products and services to make a better banking for all, as our motto goes. Because we like to educate the alumni, educate the students. We're striving for financial independence for everyone, and the best way to do that is to educate them.
We were talking to WCC Commissioner Stu Jackson the other day, and he brought up, your partnership, and it's more than just putting your name on something, right? There's the financial wellness initiative that you guys have that's going to be incorporated with some of these student athletes. I'd love to hear a little bit more about that.
Yeah, one of the things we have, our mission is for everybody to be educated and to be financially independent. And the only way to do that is provide a financial literacy, how to operate a bank account, know about your credit, know about your finances, and find ways to let your money work for you versus you always working so hard for the money.
And so, I was looking at your bio. You've been with the company for 25 years that I can check. So first of all, congratulations on the milestone. But obviously that says a lot about the company, right? It says a lot about Credit Union 1 that you'd be around that long. It seems like a great place to work.
Yeah, it really is. Our core values says it all. We pride ourselves on family, being involved with the family. Family first, Credit Union second. And it's truly embodied throughout the entire organization. We're a relaxed culture that just like to work, have fun, and kick some ass. I don't know if you're going to say that on the air.
You're paying the bill. You can say whatever you want. Well, Sam, we appreciate you joining us. It's going to be an exciting day, and I know you're sticking around for the championships tomorrow.
Absolutely.
All right, go enjoy some basketball, and thanks so much for joining us. Sam Hamilton, VP of Retail Operations for Credit Union 1, our title sponsor. Got some special tricks going on at halftime. Yeah. More from our Sterling Global Financial halftime show in a moment. Welcome back to the Credit Union 1 WCC Basketball Championships and our halftime show presented by Sterling Global Financial. Santa Clara on top 30-18 here at the Orleans Arena. Some great hiking trails in and around Las Vegas, but where else would you rather be than the Orleans Arena for West Coast Conference basketball? Eric Rothman, Stephanie Hawk-Freeman here with you. And so that first half, really dominated by Santa Clara. Physical, getting to the rim, making shots, and really started Laura Edmondson getting the job done early.
Yeah, I thought she did a great job. We always talk about the heel-Pollard connection, and they draw so much attention, but Laura Edmondson came in and started it off right for the Broncos, knocking down a three. She has 7 points, 3 rebounds, a steal. She shoots at a high clip behind the three-point line at 45%. So you still got to honor and respect that. And I thought she just did a great job coming out ready to go.
Santa Clara was 3 for 10 from 3, as you see there, 1 going down for Edmondson. Portland 1 for 8. They're going to want to try to step up their three-point shooting in the second half. Also for Santa Clara, Tess Heel is who we kind of talk about going into this game as one of their best players. Slow start in the first quarter, seemed to finally get things going in the second.
Yeah, she did. She's one of the best scorers in the nation, but really being patient, not forcing anything early on, and they put her in the middle of that zone coming through, and I thought she just did a nice job of, like I said, not pressing and working that middle of the zone. She has 6 points, 2 rebounds, but 4 assists.
Take a look at the first half stats brought to you by Triton Point Wealth. You first, always. Portland just could not get shots to go down. They had so many close, under, and around the rim that just would not fall. 27% from the floor. Santa Clara getting it done inside the paint, 18 points there. You look towards the second half here, Stephanie. We know what Portland can do in this tournament. They are the defending West Coast Conference tournament champions. They played spoiler here before under head coach Michael Meek. What do they need to do to turn things around?
Well, first they need their top players in Burnham and Shear not to get in foul trouble. I mean, it's been tough, it's been physical, but they've got to stay on the court. They're so important to what they do, and I think they just got to stick with it. You kind of mentioned it. They missed a lot of bunnies right at the rim. They just got to finish them.
Cleaning things up, we'll see if Portland can come back or if Santa Clara will meet Gonzaga in our championship game tomorrow. We appreciate you joining us here on the Sterling Global Financial Halftime Show. We'll see you post-game for Santa Clara and Portland.
Moments away from the start of the third quarter, 30-18, Santa Clara with the double-digit lead over Portland. Our second semifinal matchup of the day. We're at the Orleans Arena in Vegas. Happy to have you with us. And Jennifer, J-Mo, what do the Pilots have to do to get back into this thing and play like themselves?
Well, they need to get back into their defensive presence. I mean, they put a lot of pressure on people. They only had 2 transition buckets in that first half. That's their bread and butter. They've got to turn you over and then got to be efficient at the offensive end. Get Emmy Shear and Maisie Burnham involved. Lucy Cochran's got to be presence inside. But get back to what they do. Santa Clara, credit them. Great first half. Held them to 18 points. A great defensive effort. Great second half in track.
All right. Another update from across the way with the official scoreboard statistician. Emmy Shear has now been listed with 2 fouls instead of 3. So at first, Cochran had 1, Shear had 2. Then they took the foul away from Cochran, gave it to Shear. Yikes. So now it's all been settled.
Yeah.
Shear with 2, Cochran with 1.
And that's a big break.
Yep.
And I think they probably sat her because of that third foul. But they need Emmy Shear in the game and for her to be productive. And right out of the gate, they get a turnover on Santa Clara.
So third quarter underway. Dickey quickly doubled. Shear with the ball. Again, only with the 2 fouls. Cochran. Play whistle dead.
I like the aggressive take by Shearer. I think she's got to go up with that, try to finish instead of make the extra pass, get herself involved offensively.
Edmondson picks up her second, team's first. Shear looking for Cochran right away. Shear catch and shoot. Little firm off the glass.
No, good execution out of the baseline, out of bounds, just too hard off the rim. Scoreless in this first half.
Heel. Little dump inside. 5th assist for Heel.
Well, and you can see right now, Portland not helping off of the 3-point shooters is allowing that penetration to the paint and the extra pass for a high percentage shot.
32-18. Shear, ball on the deck, skip pass. Burnham goes to her boots and drills the 3.
Well, good find on the opposite wing for Burnham. Almost gets a steal.
Boy, that was a big bucket by Burnham. 7 points now for Burnham. Second triple of the game for the veteran. Heel spins. Oh, heartbreaker for Heel. Looks like it goes off of Portland. That will go the other way to the Pilots. Let's take a look at that last bucket by the Pilots.
Well, you see the aggressiveness here by Shear penetrating, gets up in the air, skip press all the way to the 3-point line. Opposite wing, Burnham with another one.
So Heel had that basket just kind of spit out. Will go the other way. Another skip pass, this time by Burnham, but good hands in the passing lane for the Broncos.
Well, you see that the Portland guards really trying to penetrate and kick to the opposite side, trying to get the defense sucked in.
Meek. Cochran wanted to go high-low, throws it away.
Yeah, she had Burnham right off the bat. Burnham released that position down low, a little late on that pass. Oh, good split.
Clever, Hiraki. How do you avoid the tie-up? Well, you throw it away, I guess. Wow, just unlucky for the Pilots.
Yeah, they're going to get Meek stepping on the line.
Yep. After the swipe, there
Good
she
steal.
is.
That's a great call.
Good job by our crew. Well done. I don't care what the sport is. Game of inches, man.
Yep.
Heel falling. Boy, is able somehow to find Pollard.
And by the look on Pollard's face, that certainly wasn't called off the glass, but she is a big 3-point threat, all-conference player. Lefty, does it all for this Bronco squad.
Dickey wants the baseline. Dickey answers.
Big response right there for Dickey. She's got 7.
And that win against LMU, remember she had the 25 points and 7 boards. Starting to heat up from beyond the arc, Jennifer Mountain.
Yeah, both teams drilling it. Heel finds Pollard, banks it in. Tough shot from the baseline. And then the response by Dickey. Deep 3 in the corner.
Dickey's got 7 now, Pollard with 9. Moments ago, Meek whistled for that foul, her first. Heel wanted an and one, but she'll go to the line.
Yeah, so many times just kind of in and out right there, but again, finding the seam in the middle of that zone. She's been so crafty and clever. I mean, she's a right-handed shooter, and you're watching this game, you think she's a lefty.
Yeah.
That's what I love about her game. She can go both ways. So hard to defend.
Dickey picks up her second, team's second. Hill goes to the free throw line a lot.
Yes.
6 free throw attempts per game, and she's an 87% free throw shooter.
That's why she's so dangerous in that spot. You put her in the middle of that zone to make decisions or get fouled.
Makes 1 of 2. Either team really lighting it up offensively at this point, Jennifer. Hamilton steps right into that triple and is good. Another skip pass.
Well, you can see the adjustment out of halftime. That is what they're looking to do, is hit that guard in that opposite wing three-point spot.
It's been a while since the Pilots have been within 10, and you feel the momentum starting to shift a little bit.
Yeah, and you can see it again. It's that momentum, that penetration, this jump pass, and Hamilton drills it from the three-point line.
Everybody trying to play the help defense to take away the baseline, and that wide open look from beyond the arc. Hamilton makes you pay. Burnham keeps the dribble alive, steps through, and 1. Maisie Burnham fired up.
Well, you knew this Portland squad was going to have a little bit of a run in them coming out of halftime. Great adjustments, but the penetration, ability to get back to her left hand, and finds a way to get it sheer strength up to the rim there.
3-point play for Maisie and the Pilots, 36-30.
Yeah, Naniev just too physical on the inbounds, and those are the kind of fouls right here that you do not want to have. Number one, they add up, and you've had some players in foul trouble. Get a tip, and that's about it.
Naniev picks up that foul. Her first, team's third. The Pilots have trailed by a ton, it seems like, since early in this game, and it's the closest they've been in a long while. They're back in it, and then some.
And
wow.
The ball's going to go out of bounds on that pass across the baseline. Portland scrapping back in this one. Can they take advantage? It's a 6-point game.
Closest they've been since 12-6 in the first quarter.
Four of their last 4 from the field.
Dickey, and now Burnham has the edge. Dickey, ball blocked. Good defense interior-wise by the Broncos. Pick. It looked like there was a foul that might have gone against Narrow, and it is. So Narrow will pick up that foul. Pilots, when we come back, have a chance to draw even closer. They're down by 6. 36-30. Santa Clara's lead shrinking to just 6 points. Jennifer Mountain, how has Portland gotten back into this thing?
Well, they are turning Santa Clara over. 4 turnovers in this third quarter, leading to 12 points. 4 of their last 5 from the field. And this is the bread and butter. They want to make you go quick. Doing a good job in this third quarter and getting high percentage shots.
It was 22-6 Santa Clara early in the second quarter. Santa Clara had the nice lead at half, and the third quarter, Portland turning Santa Clara over and hitting a bunch of triples.
Well, good execution out of the timeout. Shear with a point-blank jumper, just missed it. Doesn't miss too many of those. She's still scoreless in this game,
which is just unbelievable. Shear leads this club with 12 points a pop. It's just a matter of time. Anania fouled by Hiraki from behind. That's her second, team's 4th.
Actually, probably a good foul right there. She had an open bucket. Anania with the catch in the opposite corner there out of that out of bounds. Quick first step and got herself to the rim.
Member of the all-freshman team, Ananiev. She's only been to the free throw line 13 times, 11 for 13. Looks very comfortable there on that one.
Yeah, really a three-point specialist, defensive specialist, uses her length. 7-time freshman of the week throughout the conference play.
Foul away from the ball.
And again, those are the kind of fouls that Portland cannot afford. Away from the ball.
Hamilton's first, team's fourth. Anania all over narrow. An 11-1 Pilot run has gotten them back into this game and feeling awfully good about their chances. Pilots are saying, hey, championship still runs through Portland.
Well, and there's the quick hands by Anania right there. They thought she had a touch on it.
That's what Bill Carr is saying. Let's see. Let's see who touched it last, J-Mo.
You can see it kind of hit her Narrow's hands. It's hard to see, but, you know, officials do a good job of staying on top of that.
We've had some great crews in this tournament.
Yes.
All right, Pilots with the ball, down by 4. Shear guarded by Heel. Tough step back and gets the roll.
Well, that's a tough shot to defend. And Shear gets herself on the board to get this game within one possession.
Wow, who would have thunk? Narrow.
Well, a tale of two halves, that's for sure at this point.
Oh,
big shot by Pollard.
Pollard to the rescue. Man. Boy, did Santa Clara need that. Pollard with 12 now. She averages 15 a pop. She has been huge in this game. 4 triples for Pollard.
Yeah, and if you're Portland, you got to make the adjustment and make her put it on the ground.
Hamilton fakes the 3. Dickey fading, and scoring.
Well, Kennedy Dickey, again, big-time shot. You feel the momentum swing, obviously, with Portland's energy. And again, going too quick.
Pilots were hoping for another turnover, but the ball remains in the hands of Santa Clara. It was 30-18 at the half. Santa Clara with the lead. Look what the third quarter has brought to Portland. Wow.
Well, Portland outscoring Santa Clara 18-9.
Eagles got 6 now on the shot clock. Hamilton. Wow, Hamilton cannot believe it. And she's going to pick up her second, team's 5th.
Well, you talk about Heel and her ability to get to the free throw line. There's a great example of it right there. I don't know. It is.
Boy.
That's kind of a ticky-tack foul right there.
I can understand why Hamilton walks up calmly to Woods and wants to know from Brian what was the call all about. Heel, just phenomenal. Fastest to 1,000 in program history. Had a triple-double against Pepperdine earlier this season. In the conference, second in scoring. First in free throw percentage, showed you why. 4th in assists, 5th in field goal. I mean, blah, blah, blah. You can just go on and on and on.
Yeah.
She is incredible.
Yep. I mentioned, I mean, Coach Carr said he is just in awe with how hard she works, gets in the gym, and there's a quick turnover right there.
Boy, that hurts. You know, the momentum had definitely gone over to Portland.
Yep.
But you love the Pollard 3. Heel gives you a couple of free throws. You're breathing a little bit easier, even though Portland is very much back in this thing.
Well, in a veteran group, the Santa Clara team, we talk about staying connected, the chemistry that they have.
Narrow does a really good job of beating the heat, just a freshman.
Yeah, only freshman on the squad.
Her mom, Kathy, was a huge superstar for the Portland Pilots back in the day. 5 on the shot clock. Ball just tossed around, blocked by Hamilton. Good defense by the Pilots. Burnham avoids the travel. Holy smokes, Jennifer Mountain.
Yeah, very, very physical, off ball especially. Good spin move.
And then blows the layup. She had done all the work to split the defenders and get a layup in essence.
Well, and we have just frustration after frustration from both teams on both sides of the ball here.
But Burnham is able to flag down the offensive rebound. Hutchins fouls her, so Burnham to the line.
And Dickey had a beautiful move, just
Yeah.
hard off the board.
Burnham 3 for 4 from the charity stripe. Gets them both.
Burnham's got 12 in the game. It looks like we have an injured player.
I can't tell who it is.
I think it's Hutchins. Looks like she's having a hard time getting her breath.
It is Hutchins. Keep your eye on number 23.
She might have twisted her ankle on somebody's foot or leg, trying to walk it off. And she's walking off on her own, and sometimes that just initial tweak. As she's turning, yeah,
There it
she
is.
steps on the foot.
There's nothing worse.
We've seen a couple of those today.
Yeah. I don't see anybody else sneaking in. Oh, baby. All right, 41-38, a one-possession lead for Santa Clara. Remember, they led 22-6 early in the second quarter. Vogel in on the heat. There's your trap. Narrow. And Burnham with the silly foul. She's got 3.
Yeah, upset with herself, and rightfully so. You just cannot go across the body like that trying to steal a ball. Stop the clock, put them at the free throw line. Another opportunity.
So Burnham with 3 fouls will sit and eat. Will come back onto the floor.
And you picked up your third, and you're the team's leading scorer right now. You need her on the floor. Inside, outside presence.
WCC semifinals on the men's side coming up. St. Mary's and Santa Clara. That's this evening. It is going to be raucous in here. 42-38. Under a minute 30 left to go in this really fun third quarter. Execution is going to be at a premium. Shear had a thought. Wow, banks it in. Nobody stopped her.
Well, Amy Shear coming alive here in this third quarter. Last couple minutes, 2 possessions.
Under a minute to go in the third. The lead is a deuce for Santa Clara. These two teams split during the regular season. Neal with 5 on the shot clock. Wow, takes a ton of contact and will go to the line.
Well, you see Emmy Shear from the penetration, gets to the paint, really good once she gets around that free throw line extended inside to the restricted circle, banks it off the glass.
So Shear picks up her 3rd foul. And remember, Burnham has 3 fouls.
And they've just been able to get back to the style of play. Their aggressiveness, their pressure, turning people over. Santa Clara struggling in the half court to get into any type of rhythm.
Neal quietly goes into double figures. She's got 10. Remember, she averages nearly 20 a game.
Well, when we talk about the free throw line, I mean, she does such a great job of getting herself there, body control, and then makes people pay.
You bet. So 11 now for Heel to go along with 6 assists. And boy, when Portland punches lately Santa Clara counter punches. And as Schaefer checks back into the Santa Clara lineup, smart to sit Shear the final 40 seconds of this third quarter. Dickey nails it. Dickey lets out a roar. What a game for Dickey again.
She has come to play and come behind three. Oh, and almost a steal.
Wow. And Dickey thought she had the swipe, and we'll see if she picks up her third.
Well, Portland doing a good job of getting high percentage shots. You see Meek in transition with the little come behind, screens off the defense. Dickey hits the big three.
Dickey does indeed pick up her third foul. So Dickey, Shear, and Burnham, the three top players really for the Pilots, all saddled with 3 fouls apiece.
Well, they certainly have been leading the charge of this third quarter, getting them back, having them sit for this last 20 seconds, basically, let them go in this last quarter.
Heel 6 for 7 from the charity stripe. She goes to the free throw line a ton and makes bank when she does.
Yeah, only 3 field goals in this game for Heel. Has made a living at the free throw line.
So the Pilots looking to make good on the last shot of the third quarter. They're down by 3. Meek dumping it inside to Conklin. Heel, good if it goes. So that'll wrap up the third quarter, a quarter that saw the Portland Pilots get back into this thing and then some. They trailed by a bunch, now only down by 3. Great fourth quarter on the way. The 2024 WCC Basketball Championship is brought to you by the Southern Nevada Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. By TicketSmarter. Experience the power and excitement of live events with TicketSmarter. Think smarter, think TicketSmarter. And by Credit Union One. Discover better banking for all at cu1.com. Dominant third period for the Portland Pilots, getting them back into it. 46-43 is the deficit right now.
Well, they just did a terrific job of shooting the ball from the three-point line. 4 of 4 in the quarter. That spot, opposite wing, Hamilton drilling it, Burnham drilling it, and then again creating off the bounce. Burnham gets to the rim. Was a big spark in that third quarter. She's got 12 in the game. And then Kennedy Dickey with the come behind for the big 3.
Just remember though, Dickey, Shear, and Burnham for Portland all playing with 3 fouls apiece.
Well, important for them. You just don't want to pick up a 4th early in this quarter. Be yourself and play.
Shear was fouled. She'll go to the line.
Great execution out of the break. Gets her isolated on the free throw line. She's got a quick step.
Narrow gets her third, team's first. We're underway here in the fourth quarter. Santa Clara led 22-6 early in the second. They led 30-18 at the half. And right now it's a 1-possession game early in the fourth quarter, just the way we like it.
Anybody's ball game right now.
Shear, 73% free throw shooter, gets 1 of 2. Edmondson checking in for Santa Clara. Darrow will take a seat. Fowler gets it over the timeline, picks up that dribble and finds Heel. Smart move. The lead is a deuce. The Broncos have had an answer every time Portland has gotten this close. 5 on the shot clock. Big board by Dickey.
Big board and a good defensive possession. Matched it up there.
There's
good
the
call.
travel.
She got herself caught whether she was going to make that pass or shoot the basketball.
Hamilton checking in. Meek will sit down. Kadee comes over, and I wonder if Burnham was also thinking, I can't pick up this charge.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that ran through her mind as well.
So another turnover for the Pilots. That hurts the cause. They were looking at a chance to tie or take the lead. Instead, we're going the other way on the turnover. Pollard put a pass inside, wide open is Edmondson.
Beautiful feed. High percentage shot for the Broncos.
Another assist for Heel. Leads this club in scoring and helpers. So many different categories. 48-44.
Well, the assist today, I mean, she's got 7 on the game and just distributing from the middle of that zone.
7 on the shot clock. Dickey. Inside, now Burnham. And one. Another and one for Macy Burnham.
Well, we talk about the ability of Portland's guards posting up, and here's a great example. Going back to the middle, up and over, and a chance for and one to bring this within 1.
Edmondson got her. That's her third. 3-point play. Burnham 48-47. Burnham now with 15 points. Heel looks at the double. Long ball, rimming out. Kadee, offensive rebound. Fresh clock. Teeing it up. Not there. Pollard. And Portland with a chance to take their first lead since 1-0.
Well, Santa Clara kind of settling for 3-point opportunities right there.
Ananiev almost turns it over. How that thing got through. Hamilton way off. Pilots unable to grab that lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that pass got through.
Me neither. Good defense. Hamilton on Heel.
Portland doing a good job of closing up the gaps on the penetration.
Heel aggressive. Wheels around. Can't get it down. Ball up for grabs, and Heel grabs the miss. What a hustle play. That Aussie can play. You work that hard if you're the Pilots. And you give the Broncos a second chance. Santa Clara takes a timeout. That lead that was so hefty down to a singleton. Here's our Jersey Mike's play of the game. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Well, it's the transition game for Portland in the full court. You give it up, you get it back, just like that. Ananiev with an easy 2. Beautiful touch pass back.
Yeah, that's the way you do it. There's a good look at the freshman Ananiev. One of the many Aussies on the floor for both of these clubs. The pipeline into the WCC men's and women's, unbelievable from down under.
I don't know if there's a team that doesn't have. Oh, and there's a quick pick. Yeah, quick pick by Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Timeout.
Burnham. Ball up for grabs. Again, Portland with a chance to grab the lead. Can't do it. And Heel just invites the contact, creates the contact, and will go to the line. Looks like Ananiev got her. Yep. That's her second. Team's first.
Well, Heel so good with the hesitation dribble. Change of pace.
7 for 8 from the charity stripe is Heel, and she's going to go there a lot in this fourth quarter. Hey, while you watch West Coast Conference action, join the conversation using hashtag WCC Hoops. And for the latest news, scores, so much more, follow WCC Hoops on X. 2 more for Heel via the charity stripe. Jennifer, Portland has had 2 or 3 times when they've had possession and the chance to grab the lead and haven't been able to do it.
Yeah,
they trail by 3.
A couple of empty possessions, just like you said, by kind of getting themselves caught in the error decision-making in transition.
Sheer cut off on that baseline, keeps the dribble alive, steps back and scores.
Well, the one-legged fadeaway jumper, really hard to guard, and she gets him within one, but just kind of taking over the end of this quarter here.
7 points now for Sheer. 1 point lead for Santa Clara, 6:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Heel wants the baseline, cut off nicely. Three-pointer, Edmondson, you bet. What a huge triple for Edmondson.
Edmondson coming from behind. Heel again attracting all the defense, and a great kick out for the three.
Edmondson with yet another three ball. Heel with yet another assist. Let's see if Portland can respond. Another tough shot by Sheer. So Burnham really working hard on the offensive boards, draws the foul.
Edmondson started off this game hitting from the three-point line. You see the defense just sucked in on the penetration from Heel, and then a quick kick out to the three-point line. Great opportunity for the Broncos, up 4.
So know this, Edmondson picks up her 4th foul. She's got 14 points, a couple of triples. She will sit. Heel with 15 points, 9 of 10 from the charity stripe, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. A reminder, she's already had a triple-double in this season. Come on back, great stretch run coming at you. Time to take a look at our Credit Union 1 WCC Basketball Championship bracket presented by Ticket Smarter. Think smarter, think Ticket Smarter. All right, Gonzaga punching their ticket, J-Mo. They'll await the winner of this one. Going to be great tomorrow regardless.
Absolutely. Gonzaga had a decent overall performance, probably too many turnovers, but got their feet wet and got themselves to the championship.
There it is. Burnham fading away from Schaefer and scoring.
Well, they're having a lot of success with their guards in the paint, trying to create.
Burnham with 17 now. The lead is a deuce for Santa Clara. Will Heel go to the free throw line again? Flags down, yet another miss following her own shot. Heel, and she will go to the line again via the offensive rebound. And that's got to be making Meek crazy.
Well, she's single-handedly right now taking over this ball game by creating, getting to the free throw line. And I think that's going to be on Sheer.
Yep, it's her 4th foul. And that's all due to the fact that the Pilots couldn't one and done after Heel missed first. Tess flags down her own miss, and she'll go to the free throw line where she is 9 for 10.
I mean, Sheer's staying in the ball game with those 4 fouls.
Last year, Heel was a perfect 15 for 15 against BYU. Well, she's darn near perfect in this and hitting clutch charity tosses when Santa Clara has needed them the most. The lead is 4 for Santa Clara. Heel just keeps piling on with the free throws. Dickey looks for another 3 and gets it. Kennedy Dickey, the transfer from USF.
Well, 3 of 5 from the three-point line and a huge shot again. Get them within 1. Off the penetration and kick once again.
Dickey with 15, following up on the tremendous effort against LMU the other day. No foul. Mid-range, not there, and one and done this time. Portland once again has a chance to grab the lead. Burnham, ball on the deck, picks up that dribble. Dickey, front rim and off. Good block out. Nicely done by Edmondson.
Again, bodies flying all over the floor. Very physical. Good look for the Pilots.
Rimming out, heartbreaker there for Pollard. She's been white hot from 3-ball land.
Yeah, both teams getting decent looks, just not able to fall.
3:40 left in the fourth. It's a 1-point Santa Clara lead. More bodies on the deck. Shear picks herself up. Only 10 on the shot clock now for Hamilton. Going up against Heel and scoring. And the Pilots with their first lead since 1-0.
Again, the guard penetration and finish in the paint. And Ananiev gets a steal.
Ananiev draws the foul. Narrow gets her. Pilot Nation is going nuts.
Well, with the shot clock winding down, Hamilton creates this again, gets the penetration to the middle, spins back for the finish, and then the heads-up pick right here by the freshman, Ananiev. Smart and Narrow just comes in and knocks her out of bounds. Could have been an intentional foul.
It's the team's 4th foul. Did you see her in the act of shooting?
I don't know if she actually went. I think Coach Carr's talking about that right now.
No way was she shooting that ball.
And they're going to take it out of bounds.
Okay. All right. Pilots ball out of bounds. They're up by 1. 3:12 left to go in this wacky game. Whistle away from the ball. They're going to talk about the shot clock, I believe.
Yeah, they reset it all the way.
Portland trailed 22-6 with a little over 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Pilots trailed 30-18 at the break and now lead 56-55, their first lead since a free throw, 1-0 in the opening seconds.
Well, they have outscored Santa Clara 38-25.
Shear faces up, has Narrow. Jump pass, 3 ball, bam! Hamilton!
Well, that has been successful for them in this second half. Shear, the ISO on the free throw line extended, gets up in the air again and finds her in the corner.
8-0 Pilot run, and Bill Carr would like a timeout. Pilot bench up. Pilot fans up. 8-0 Portland run. Fans are letting them hear it.
Well, you see the isolation right there at the free throw line. She's had success. They got to respect it. Hamilton floats to the corner. Big time 3 for the Pilots, up 4.
Hamilton with her second triple of the game. Mighty big. She's in double figures.
Well, you look at the shooting percentage, 64% from the field. They've scored 41 points to Santa Clara's 25, only 33% from the floor. Credit Portland with the intensity defensively, picking it up, and then offensively just getting it going, sharing the basketball and getting people involved.
Hamilton, huge triple, well over her seasonal average with 10 points, but know this, the last 6 she has been shooting very well from beyond the arc. You scout that, you got to, it's crunch time. Heel turns around, flips it home, and in and out. Heartbreaker for Tess.
Well, Ananiev with a good wall up. Heel again, another just in and out opportunity at the rim. One of their last 8 from the field and haven't scored a bucket in 2:40.
Nearing the 2-minute mark of this fourth quarter. Shear. 6 on the shot clock for Burnham. All the way to the rack, can't get it home. Good defense inside Hiraki, and here's Heel.
Yeah, point blank layup for Burnham. She's got to go with her left hand.
3 ball, rimming out, flagging down the board. Burnham, well done. The long rebound could have gone either way, and Burnham steps in.
Well, a really good look at the 3-point line for Hiraki. Portland very fortunate that didn't drop.
1:30 left to go in this game. 9 on the shot clock here for Dickey. Looking for Burnham. Dickey, 3-pointer, that was blocked. And with 3 on the shot clock, Shear saves the day. She will go to the line.
Well, big time block on the 3-point shot, but Shear smart enough to see where that ball was coming off short and gets a foul. And they're going to call it a shooting foul, going up with it.
It's Santa Clara's 5th team foul. So a lot of Portland free throws down the stretch. Pollard only saddled with the 2 fouls, but Shear now to the free throw line, where she is 1 for 2 at this moment. Perfect. 73% free throw shooter is Emmy Shear, playing in foul trouble most of this game, doing a great job to stay on the floor.
Well, Santa Clara's got 2 timeouts with a minute 22. They'll be able to advance the ball.
Got them both.
Probably not going to use it right this second, but have it in their back pocket.
10-0 Portland Pilot run when it counted the most. Wow, Pollard. 5th triple of the game. Wow, did Santa Clara need that? Oh man, here we go. Minute left to go.
All about a defensive stop if you are a Bronco right now. If you're a Pilot, they want to spread the floor, use a little bit of clock, get a high percentage shot.
Pollard's 3, you just cannot overstate how critical that was. All the way to the rim and scoring the youngster, Ananiev.
Well, she had the advantage with the mismatch with Pollard on her on the perimeter, and she gets to the bucket, makes it a 2-possession game again.
Ton of time though, ton of time. Heel, here she comes, full head of steam, pulls up, triple, yes!
Well, back-to-back triples, and Portland's going to call a quick timeout, advancing the basketball.
Wow, Heel was able to come all the way up the court, nobody even within 10 feet of her.
Well, the last 2 possessions right there, you're giving up 2 3-point shots in a 2-possession game. Right out of the gate, Pollard, and this is a kid that can stroke it. You go underneath the screen, she makes you pay. And then in transition, Tess Heel,
look at that.
You know she can shoot it. You got to close out and make her go by you.
Another 20-point game for Heel. Got 14 of them now. And Heel, that's her first 3-pointer of the game, along with those points and free throws and assists. And again, couldn't come at a better time.
Well, a huge shot. I mean, you pull it within 2, there's a 36 on the clock. You just need to stop and score here. You know, Santa Clara, very veteran club, and she's put them on her back. I mean, my goodness, I mean, free throw line, all the things that she's done in and out. Terrific. And then Pollard, my goodness, 5 of 9 from the 3-point line.
Yeah, Pollard has just been a complimentary piece, and wow, it took a while to kind of get her going. Pollard was leading the charge. Now, how about this, J-Mo? Portland only has the 2 team fouls. So they'll be judicious in how they use these. Use a little clock. Maybe not the next position as Santa Clara, but at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's a very good point with 36 to go.
Huge message, really in for both teams. Wow. 5-second differential, game and shot clock. And if you're Portland, you don't want to wait too long to get into your set.
Yeah, you got to go now.
You bet. All right, now only 10 for Hamilton. Shear, just a prayer. And with 5.6 left, the miss by Portland, and Santa Clara has a chance, big time, either to tie or win it.
Yeah, 5.6 on the clock. Great defensive possession there by the Broncos, and getting that board, securing that board was the biggest thing right there.
I just think the Pilots started that set too late.
I do too. And you're putting Shear in a position where she's got to create. Look how far out she ends up taking this shot. Great defense by Heel right there, not swiping down at the ball, and a great board. Now, if you're Portland right here, you've got to switch in all spots, and you cannot give up a 3 or more foul. Make them take a contested shot to either tie or win it.
Again, fouls to give, so you can get very clever with how you use these fouls.
You're absolutely good. I mean, you let them get the ball in, take a couple dribbles foul. Takes time off the clock. And you can do it a couple different times and make them wind down till all of a sudden, because they only have 1 timeout left. They can ball out of bounds and making it difficult on them. But you're right, Ian, back to your point, the foul situation in Portland's favor here.
Possession arrow favors Santa Clara. That's important as well.
You just cannot foul a three-point shooter.
The ball is going to be in the hands of Heel. And it's going to be, I would imagine, Heel and Pollard with the first options.
Absolutely. I mean, go to what's been working. And those two have been hot. Edmondson also contributing throughout this game.
Here we go. 5.6 left. Broncos down by a deuce.
Good foul.
Really good foul. Just in the nick of time.
And the thing about this is, if you're Santa Clara, knowing that they are going to try to come and foul, try to get that thing up so that it looks like it's a shooting foul.
I think Karaki was trying to do just that. Play whistle dead, though, before she could attempt that shot. All right, so 3 seconds left, Jennifer. Obviously, still in a 2-point Portland lead.
I think they foul again.
I would too.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, if you're Santa Clara, be smart, knowing that that's what they're trying to do, and look like it's a shooting foul. Get it up.
Portland right now sitting on 3 team fouls. There's 3 seconds left in this fourth quarter. The dynamic Tess Heel is waiting big time again.
Yes, she is. And if you look at all the foul trouble that Portland has had, and to have this opportunity to foul at the end of the ball game is huge.
That's a great point, Jennifer. Cochran in now.
Well, rim protection right there. You mentioned that at a timeout. We were talking about it.
So now Portland will call a timeout as Santa Clara was ready to inbound under their own basket.
Well, I think bringing Cochran, with the baseline out of bounds, you have such length. You could almost put her on the ball, but Portland's so used to that zone defense. Once that ball goes in, I anticipate them fouling out of the gate.
Man, what a game this turned into, huh?
Definitely unexpected after that first half. You knew Portland has the ability to make the runs. Both teams with veteran clubs responding, making big plays, big shots.
Portland, your defending champs. Santa Clara looking to go to the WCC finals for the first time since 2006. Heel. Cochran with the block. And that'll do it. Cochran inserted at the end for defensive reasons. Wins it for Portland with the block.
Well, what a beautiful heads-up play and a smart substitution by Coach Mika, bringing the rim protection. Tess Heel goes to the basket. Lucy Cochran with a huge play. They win it by 2 and end up going back-to-back. Chance for a second championship at the tournament.
Cochran 0 for 7, benched for a lot of the second half. Inserted.
Oh, just beautiful timing by Cochran. And if you're Santa Clara, that's the person that you want to have making the decision going in. But the length, just great extension by Cochran, great timing. Shot clock runs out. Portland with a great come-behind victory.
Cochran, who continues to lead this conference in blocks each and every year, comes up with her only rejection of the game.
And probably the biggest play of her tournament so far. Been haggled with injuries a little bit, but man, big time play at the right time.
Wow, what a comeback by the Portland Pilots. Once again trailing 22-6 in the second quarter, 30-18 at the half. And oh baby, they come back and complete the comeback, 63-61. Jordan standing by with one of the Pilot heroes.
What a finish. I think this team's favorite month is March. You guys show up, but talk about how your defense finishes a job, and it's been defense all the way.
Yeah, I mean, we're a defensive team, and that's what we thrive on to get our offense. So I think it's just really fun. We really came together in the end and got some really good team stops.
You guys were only leading for just over 3 minutes of this game. What was the switch amongst your team to turn it all the way on?
I know we had the confidence that we could come back all the way, so I think it was just sticking together and team offense, team defense, and just fighting through the whole thing.
Well, you're back in the champ game. You guys know what it takes to get it done. What does it take to finish and cut down the nets come tomorrow?
Coming together, playing hard, and being fearless, and just having fun. It's March, so anything can happen. So we're excited.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Wow. Holy smokes. Thank you, Jordan. All right, time to take a look at our Credit Union 1 WCC Basketball Championship bracket presented by Ticket Smarter. Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. How about a little rematch, J-Mo?
Yeah, absolutely, rematch. And I'll tell you, both teams, nobody's taking that one for granted, coming in for playing for the big dance.
What a moment for the Portland Pilots. They defeat Santa Clara 63-61. Here was the play that sealed the deal. Cochran inserted for defensive purposes, her first and only block of the game, and it saves the day. What a win for the Pilots. For Jen and Jordan, I'm Ann, saying thanks for spending your afternoon with us. Time now for our stellar post-game coverage with Aaron and Stephanie.
Welcome back to the Credit Union 1 WCC Basketball Championships and our post-game show presented by Sterling Global Financial. It was an instant classic in the desert. Portland over Santa Clara 63-61. Moments ago, the final play, Tess Hill a chance to tie it for the Broncos. Lucy Cochran coming over with the rejection. And the Pilots are back to the WCC Championship and their tournament crown from a year ago. Eric Roth and Stephanie Hawk-Freeman here with you, joined by Portland head coach Michael Meek. And Coach, you go in the half, you're down 30-18. Turn things around, start to shoot the basketball. What did it take to get the job done here today?
Well, I really just think I have so much confidence in this team. They're a bunch of competitors, and we knew that the first half they just kind of played harder than we did. They were more physical. It was more their game, and I thought the second half we did a better job of trying to match that physicality.
Coach, here at the WCC tournament, your teams have had pretty good success. What is it about your teams that perform so well here at the tournament?
Well, I think it starts with having a lot of great players. We've had great talent, and I think great culture. Our teams have just gotten along awesome. They love each other. They care about each other. They want to do well for each other, and you can see that in the way that they don't want to give up. They want the season to keep going, and have a lot of pride in who they are as a group, and they're awesome to be around because they care about each other so much.
Let's talk about that final play of the game. You come back on the floor after timeout. You see Santa Clara's personnel. You call another timeout. Lucy Cochran comes in. Walk me through that decision and what you were looking for on that final play defensively.
Well, we were probably guarding the three-point line more than anything, and obviously they're an awesome three-point shooting team, and we showed that kind of all night long, and we wanted to do what we can to at least send it into overtime. And with that in mind, there's not a better rim protector in the nation. She led the nation a couple of years ago, and near the top again this year. And so we brought her in to help protect us. She's had her best year of her career for us, and it was great to put her in that moment and have that situation seal the win.
All right, Coach, you're looking at your third game in 4 days. What do you got to do to recharge those batteries, or do you think your girls are ready to go?
Oh, we know how good Gonzaga is, right? So, we know that we're up for a really tough game against a great opponent and a very veteran-savvy team, and to even get to a championship right now, we're really going to kind of celebrate that, and then maybe about 15 minutes start thinking about our next game. But we know we have our work cut out, but we know when we're playing our game, we have a great team as well.
Coach, it was a thrill to watch. We enjoyed it. Good luck tomorrow, and congrats again on making a championship game.
Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it.
Portland head coach Michael Meek, a thriller, an absolute slugfest between Santa Clara and Portland as the Pilots survive. Despite the first half struggles, they come out, they shoot 58% in the second half. And of course, you had Maisie Burnham, you had Kennedy Dickey, the two offensively in that second half stuff that really got it done.
Yeah, they did. Burnham with 17 points, 3 rebounds. Dickey, another double-double. She's been big for them in their 2 wins here. But really, I think it's because they were able to stay out on the floor as well as sheer. And I'm telling you what, I'm still catching my breath from watching them play that kind of defense all game long. That is so impressive. They play so hard. they're going to present some problems for Gonzaga, especially in that first game with Gonzaga. We saw them cough up the ball more than usual. So it could be an interesting, well, it always is, championship game. I'm excited.
We'll be back to wrap things up here at the Orleans Arena in just a moment. But our final game is set. Championship will come down to Portland and Gonzaga tomorrow in Las Vegas. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back to the Credit Union 1 WCC Basketball Championships and our first game show presented by Sterling Global Financial. It's advancing with the Women's Championship game tomorrow to take on Gonzaga. But before that, we got a couple of men's semifinals tonight over on ESPN and ESPN2. St. Mary's and Santa Clara are first at 9 Eastern, and Gonzaga and San Francisco at 11:30 Eastern. Stephanie Hawk back here once again at the Orleans Arena. Got two really good men's games coming up so far. St. Mary's has been the class of the men's conference this year for the West Coast. And where do you see this whole shaking out after tonight?
Oh my goodness, I'm expecting some excellent games. I mean, this is how you draw it up. Your top four teams duking it out in the semis. You know, Santa Clara, St. Mary's, it could be a very physical game. St. Mary's one of the best rebounding teams in the nation. And then we talked about the Broncos and their height. And then you look at USS and Gonzaga when they played last down at the Chase Center. It was a really close first half, and then Gonzaga took over in the second. So I expect some really good competition tonight.
It's going to be a full house here at the Orleans Arena. We hope you join us for it. And we appreciate you joining us all week long here at the West Coast Conference Championship. Portland wins at 63-61 in our semifinal game. They'll play Gonzaga for the women's title tomorrow here at the Orleans. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. For Stephanie Hawk Freeman, I'm Eric Rothman. We appreciate you staying with us all week long for the Sterling Global Financial post-game show. Enjoy the men's games later tonight.